Fans of the Horus Heresy and Warhammer 40,000, thank you very much for joining me for an unboxing review of... That's right, it's a tantalising rattle. The Primaris Space Marine Reivers. Ooh. So, 3 miniatures, 10 quid, new box, new format. So, apparently these are easy build. Ooh, and they are Adeptus Astartes Terror Troopers, like Sardaukar were Terror Troopers in the Dune novel. Interesting. And apparently you need to be 12 plus. 12 plus for these, you've got to be joking. Anyway, right, so we're going to open this and we're going to have a quick look at them. Well, that wasn't very good, was it? So I'm going to tear this open with my bare hands. A usual packaging fight. I do like my packaging fights. That wasn't too bad. And right, so apparently inside this box we get some miniatures and some rules. Sounds all good, doesn't it? Let's see. Primaris Space Marines Reivers. So get a little bookletio. We get one sprue in Ultramarines blue. I mean, could it have been black? Yeah, Iron Hands. Green for Salamanders. What about yellow for Imperial Fists? But no, it's blue. I mean, it's not even the right blue for the Crimson Fists. It's, well, we know what blue it is, don't we? And then we have a little sheet of decals, or depending on your accentual inflection, decals, and 1, 2, 3 32mm base with a slotter base, a 32mm slotter base. Well, this is a new invention, and let's have a quick look at the DAT state. Well, they obviously manufactured these last year because they're 2016 stamped, but I've not seen these before. Shame we've got this enormous great, I don't know, injection point divot in it, so that needs filling before you base them. Anyway, right, so that's what you get in this pack. So there's been a few releases this weekend. There's been these and the new Primaris Space Marines. Now, the question is, are these guys going to be any good? Let's have a quick look at the models. Now, a lot of the Primaris Space Marines that came in the Dark Imperium box set took a rather large amount of cleanup, to put it mildly, on the mold line front. So I'm rather interested to see how these guys compare. And actually, I think these, are they comparable? Are they about the same? Might be about the same. There might be a soupçon better in terms of mold lines, as in there's less mold lines on them. That's a good thing. I mean, I don't know about the blue plastic. I mean, they're trying to make these accessible, easy. I mean, these are easy to build, so they don't need gluing, but I'm going to glue them together because I don't want them to either fall apart later or be pulled apart later. They look pretty good. The bolt pistols come with the heavy bolt pistol, sorry, come with a muzzle brake bored through, so that's a nice little feature. So you've just got the barrel or the bore to drill out. They've got these big choppy blades, and we get this new lightweight version of Primaris armor. Backpacks, heads, they've got these groovy, really rather groovy terror heads. Yeah. Thanks to Mad Max Fury Road meeting Warhammer 40,000, we get a Morton Joe's head. There you go. Of course, it was an original creation. Yeah, so good. Some little details. I mean, things like this I'm always a little bit wary of because they're very easy to damage and very easily broken. But yeah, there you go. So 10 quid for these miniatures. Suppose at £3.33 per model, that's quite cheap, really. If you go to independent retailers, I've seen these sold for £7.50 for a box. Obviously that excludes your postage. If you're buying in a larger bunch, you could get these quite a lot cheaper. You could get 25% off GW's retail price on these, which is interesting. Right, Let's have a quick look at this little bookletio. So you get the usual how to build. So these super easy. Obviously you still need something to remove the parts from a sprue. You get some hints and tips on painting. Then we get some rules in a variety of different languages from around the world, and including far corners of the world or opposite sides of a planet. Very good. Right, let's have a look at the rules. I'm just intrigued to see what they're like. Right, so Reiver squad, power 4. So these are a bit more power than an intercessor squad. Right, the unit contains a Reiver, sergeant, and 2 Reivers. Each dude gets a heavy bolt pistol, combat blades, shock grenades, frag grenades, and crack grenades. Profile is a standard Reiver Space Marine. Note, armor save is 3+. So despite this being cut down Mark X armor, there is no loss in protection, no loss in toughness, no loss in everything. So, well, why bother with the big bulky version of the armor? Interesting. Anyway, so that side, heavy bolt pistol, range 12, pistol 1, strength 4, AP 0, damage 1, combat blade, AP -1. Each time the bearer fights, it can make 1 additional attack with this weapon, so that's handy. Frag and crack grenades we've seen before. Shock grenades. Right, this is new. Range 6, grenade D3, 0. A shock grenade does not inflict any damage. Instead, each time a shock grenade hits an enemy infantry unit, it is stunned until the end of a turn. It cannot fire Overwatch, and your opponent must subtract 1 from any hit rolls made for the unit. Second and subsequent hits from shock grenades have no additional effect. Well, as you got the silly rule about only being able to throw 1 grenade per squad, normally that won't matter unless you've got an enormous gang of Reiver squads. You see the keywords, abilities, and they show no fear, usual stuff, and terror troops, Sardaukar terror troops. Enemy units must subtract 1 from their leadership characteristic if they're within 3 inches of Reiver. So get them close, shock grenade the enemy, get into melee, stuff them, scare them, inflict extra casualties through harder morale checks, and Bob's your uncle. I know that in the actual full rules, this heavy bolt pistol is actually an AP of -1, so it's a bit of this is a bit of a nerfed down version. I don't know why they've quoted a different set of rules to what they give in the first Strike game, so that's a bit of an odd one. G-dubs, please take note. Interesting, stats wise and looks wise, these guys are a complete rip-off of the Martian Banshee Linebreaker miniatures from Prodos Games, which I reviewed a few days ago. I will leave a link in the description to those guys, just so you can understand why I think these are a complete rip-off of the concept. You know what they say, good artists borrow, great artists steal, and I think Games Workshop's done a bit of the latter here, which it's all part of the bounce, isn't it? Because I'm sure Prodos Games will borrow some ideas off Games Workshop in return. So there you go, there's a quick unboxing review. I might get all these parts off a sprue, clean them all up, and then do a quick how to build video with maybe a bit of chats. That might be quite a good little thing. So there you go, Space Marine Primaris Reivers, easy to build miniatures. We'll see, yeah, I'm not sure about these guys. They seem pretty cheap for what they are at 10 quid. If you buy one of the box sets, you get better value and you get a lot more stuff. Particularly if you buy them from an independent, I guess a quite good buy. I can't figure out, does anyone know why on the artwork this dude appears to have his eyes closed? Not sure about that. And why on the artwork does he have these thingamybobs attached to his backpack? Does he have thingamybobs attached to his backpack on the model? No, and no. Interesting, maybe that's something they ditched. Interestingly, on the box art, the coolest looking dude is not him, and it's not him, it's actually this guy here who's got a bolter. I think the Primaris Marines look absolutely boss with a bolt gun. Maybe I could take the heads off these guys and put them on Intercessor Marines. That might look quite cool. That's enough rambling for now. Let me know what you think of this new miniature pack. Price, looks, concept in the comment section, please. Thank you very much for watching. I'll speak to you next time, and goodbye.